because you know my computer monitor, like actual computer monitor, and then my laptop mouse and stuff. Oh, I should probably like change the title to from Peasant's Quest to Syberia 2.
I mean, Peasant's Quest and Syberia 2, what's the difference, really?
I mean, you can see how our protagonist in this one is totally loaded. She's
Yeah,
not a peasant. She's an
you're right,
entrepreneur.
you're right. Yeah, but maybe that is Syberia 2, is the quest to become a peasant.
Yeah, she needs to become stank and you know,
Yeah, and on fire,
and on
and
fire.
she needs a robe.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was initially actually because I already started the stream. I will just like say it at the beginning. I was initially actually going to play the GOG version of this game because I do have it on my computer, but it turns out that it randomly speeds up on certain screens and on others it doesn't, and it also just works weirdly, and it doesn't let me. How would you put it? The game does not allow me to put it in a windowed mode, which is very inconvenient, as you may imagine.
Yeah.
So I
So,
have copied over the installation folder that I made from GOG and put it on my laptop, like my old ass 2002 laptop, and now we're gonna just play that.
whoa. I'm very excited. Syberia 1 is really something that I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I would never have liked playing it, but I really liked watching it.
Yes.
I'm not smart enough to figure out them puzzles. I like that horse.
Hold on a second. I need to do something about.
There you go. That looks better.
Was there like an echo?
No, there was. Hang on. Oh, there we go. There was like it was weirdly low res for a while.
Oh,
Maybe that was just Discord.
it was probably just Discord because what I just did had nothing to do with that.
It was probably just Discord because the YouTube looks fine.
Mm-hmm. Could you check for me if the sound is now going through on YouTube as well? I will increase it
Check.
just for that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hear any Syberia sound, but I bet if I went back to the
Well, no, actually, wait for now.
yeah, it's just YouTube's a little behind, so you know. I can hear the music; it's very faint. But when you did the opening cutscene, the microids thing, that was plenty loud. But I can hear the music. So,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
the sound of the horse.
Yeah, because I need. It gets kind of complicated sometimes whenever I switch between profiles. So yeah, I've already tested this game. It works perfectly fine. But I need to make sure. Yeah, anti-aliasing. I had to turn it off. It does work. It does work. However, it makes the texture poppin' pretty harsh.
Yeah,
It makes a texture poppin' pretty harsh on certain scenes and makes them look a little bit ugly. And well, this game is old anyway.
Have you heard anything about Kate Walker?
No, sir. Nothing yet.
She should have been back in New York several weeks ago.
I'm afraid she's too far gone. We're losing her. She ain't gonna be coming back.
Call her.
what?
Syberia is an island.
They didn't.
And lost in the ocean. People say Syberia doesn't exist, but people are so wrong. The isle is covered in the tallest grass. Strange grass that grows through the snow. Mammoths eat it all the time. They're always hungry.
Hans, you must rest now. You have a very high fever.
Take me to Syberia, Kate Walker.
Mammoths, Syberia, all that. It's just a dream, a kid's dream.
Promise me, Kate.
He's not replying to our messages, sir.
Try again, damn it, try again.
Hello, Miss Walker? Just a moment, please.
Give me that. Kate? Come on now, pet, answer me. I understand your last mission was a hassle for you. But you know, the company has ways of showing its gratitude. Kate, it's time for you to come home now. Your place is here in New York. Your job is here. Your friends are here. Your life. Kate? Kate? Kate Walker!
I promise, Hans Varberg. We're going to Syberia.
I don't think the case, but in my brain's headcanon, Hans is Momo, and he entered a time portal and now is, like, aging rapidly.
Well, I mean, that is actually kind of something that they've established, that Momo was similar to Hans in a lot of regards.
Yeah, and they're the same person.
Ooh, that poppin', that was a thing. The poppin' still happens sometimes.
Hello?
Kate Walker? This is Oscar calling, your driver.
Oscar, you're using a telephone?
Mr. Vorarlberg has in effect jerry-rigged me something very approximative, inspired by your own miniature device. Mr. Vorarlberg is such a repository of knowledge. I am calling to inform you that we have arrived at the station, Kate Walker.
Great. Which station's that?
The station is located in the town of Romansburg, Kate Walker.
Okay. I'm gonna go snoop around.
Do be careful, Kate Walker.
Why are we
Always am,
snooping
Oscar.
around?
Because we're a protagonist in a point-and-click adventure game.
I was like, like we're on the train already and we're going to the place. Like, what's the point of snooping? But okay, let's go look around the town.
Yeah, we're just assuming that we're going to be, snooping around. Also, this scene, like, if you didn't pay super close attention to what just happened, you will miss one of the
Welcome to
important hints.
Romansburg.
That he gets caught in a grate.
No, he dropped the key.
I didn't even see that,
Exactly.
but maybe I'll see it when I look at the YouTube restream.
And a general store manager at your service.
Oh wow!
May I?
Wow, yeah. Goodness gracious, even in the full definition.
The last town before the vast plains of the
I might as
frozen
well
waste.
be a snowman.
What a welcome.
But yeah, it's not that big a deal if you've missed it, because another person will just bring it up. So, but it's like the only hint that you get outside of it. Yeah, the texture popping is still there, so may as well just enable anti-aliasing. But for that, I will have to actually save the game, and yeah, let's just do that. I will make a save and go to main menu.
Makes sense.
Actually, I never had this problem specifically with the Xbox version. But whatever. Let's just show off. Yeah,
It's just so weird it to have been on Xbox. I know that it is. It's just so weird.
Yeah, Microids, I guess, had like a deal with Microsoft.
What a strange town.
Mm.
What do you make of it, Oscar?
So it's not the kind of game I
Trains should
associate
never
with the
have
Xbox.
to stop. I simply don't
I don't
like
think point and click
stations,
works
Kate
very
Walker,
well with a joystick.
nor the towns around them.
That's a little bit of a generalization.
The whole town is lugubrious. And I don't like these houses underneath the rails. To me, they spell Trouble. We have to be very careful.
Still the same old scaredy cat.
I cannot change my design, Kate Walker.
So yeah, I get like in the
Sometimes
previous
I say to
game,
myself,
we
I
go
should
through
just
all
go
of
back to
the
New York.
conversational
you
topics,
miss
but
it, Kate
in this
Walker?
one they made them a lot more brief.
I don't think you will ever return home, Kate
Like
Walker.
the
It
lists,
is
the
too late
conversations
now.
are still lengthy.
Oscar, how come you're programmed for psychology all of a sudden? Where is Hans?
He is in the last car. I presume he is working there.
Does that man never stop?
A task that engages passion is never tiresome, Kate Walker.
I can only imagine.
Imagine it's
Do
pointing
you
at
think
things
that
and
we're
clicking
any
on
nearer
them.
to our goal, Oscar?
It is getting colder. That much is certain. Personally, I have no particular goal, Kate Walker. But the train and myself have not been designed to function forever. I would be grateful if you could talk about this matter with Mr. Forelberg, at him alone, if you please.
Wow, he's immortal.
Oscar, is your train in a fit state to
Mortal
carry on
robot.
with the journey?
Mm-hmm.
What are you suggesting, Kate Walker? I take the greatest
Planned
care of it.
obsolescence
Yes,
of Oscar.
I know, Oscar. But I was just thinking that with this rude climate...
It is designed to resist just such conditions, Kate Walker. You simply have to wind it up.
And you weren't thinking by any chance of taking charge of that yourself?
My wheelwork is complex and fragile. It is poorly adjusted for the rigors of winter, Kate Walker.
Now there's a surprise.
He just finds excuses.
See you later.
Because like
Yeah, I think I know it's because we exhaust all the dialogue options with him, but I think that's comes across very strongly from Oscar as that he's lazy, he's scaredy cat.
yeah, he'll find any excuse to make us do his work. And now let's put this back in. This is, by the way, the only widening machine that we get in this one.
Now we can leave, right? Oh, sorry. Now we can leave, right?
Oscar.
Good
Yeah,
day
sure.
to you, Kate Walker.
I mean, let's just talk to him. Like this whole town, it's just like, you know, irrelevant. We just go from now. No problems asked.
What do you think about this stuff about mammoths, Oscar?
Kate Walker, my place is not to pass comment on human dreams and utopia. My place is here in my place.
Sometimes I wonder.
Train.
That's it, Oscar. I've wound the train up. Now we can leave.
That's impossible, Kate Walker.
Why, Oscar?
Soon we shall be confronting extremely cold temperatures, Kate Walker. We shall need coal to keep ourselves warm.
There you go. There's your
Time, you're
MacGuffin.
not wrong, Oscar.
Exactly.
It is a bit nippy.
As soon as you have filled the coal car, we can set out again, Kate Walker.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
So you're traveling around with an invalid and a lazy robot.
Exactly. Also,
Kind of like Star Wars.
Also, I think that in the Xbox version, you actually got like more angles during this conversation. So they show, or I may be thinking of some different one.
Yeah.
Wait, because I do remember that this game shows off the camera angles a lot more in general, where you can actually see the facial movements.
Mm-hmm.
Something's not right with this machine.
But I do specifically remember that also being a thing in the PC version when I played it a long while back. Although when I played it that long while back on PC, I remember I was always complaining that it didn't act, like, while it had more detail, or no, while it did show the characters' faces, unlike how the first game did. They didn't animate faces for some reason.
They just didn't have the bits and bytes.
Yeah, but here, if you pay attention to the conversations, the
Good day to you, sir. My name is Kate Walker.
Oh, you're American, aren't you? An American in a hole like this.
Like you will see actually their mouse moving.
Well, I am Colonel Emilioff.
Well, before they were kind of like, faceless from afar, like you were pointing out. The camera wasn't typically even close to dialogue. Like, Kate was like a single pixel in the train station talking to a slightly differently colored pixel in a train station.
What an intriguing town. I'm impatient to visit it, Colonel.
There's not really much to see. There's this and that, but really there's just white, infinite white, like a desert blurring in
There's no people with any different colored skin here.
The furthermost tip of the frozen Russian hinterland. Welcome to the last bastion of civilization, ma'am.
By the way, this says beer.
Oh yeah, I can see that it's what's the term, Cyrillic or whatever.
Yes.
On the YouTube thing, but in the with the pixelation, it looks like it could be Chinese in Discord.
Oh, that's bad.
My friend who's with me came by.
Because it like blurs certain parts together,
Mm-hmm.
You don't know him, do you?
Yeah, that's the weird part with the Discord stream. Previously, it allowed lower, like the settings for stream quality. Let's see. Oh yeah, now I can actually check for lower resolution because I don't think that. Yeah, I think this should actually work better with the lower bitrate. Okay.
We're going to keep on going, pushing northeast. A great journey to an improbable place. I actually think I'm just keeping an old man company in pursuit of his final dream.
Ah, people like you, Miss Walker, end up never going home.
They're being a little bit on the nose with that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, Colonel, are there a lot of trains that pass through here?
Not really, but then I've not been here for long.
There aren't any other travelers just passing through here?
Passing through to where, Miss Walker? After this stop, there's nowhere left to go.
And how do I operate this machinery?
Just
oh yeah, another thing that this game did better than the first one. It actually removes items from the conversation list.
Yeah.
That coal machine doesn't seem to want to work.
Once they're exhausted.
In that case, you're going to have to wait.
Wait? How long?
6 months.
Maybe 2. Maintenance doesn't come calling it too often.
Right. I'll leave you to get on with your business, Colonel.
Not much left to get on with.
Okay, for now we can't really do much here. We gotta first talk to a character that we've already seen appear before, but she just disappeared. Move it.
I didn't pay attention whenever another character was on the screen.
There.
Oh, hey, there's a character.
Mm-hmm. She's actually one of my favorite characters in this game.
Hi. My name's Kate Walker.
Hi, my name is Malka.
I'm Kate
I like to
Walker.
talk about me.
And you? You are Malka who?
It's the thing that Kate can always talk
Just
about.
Malka.
Herself.
I'm going. I'll go see what I can do.
Come back and see me. I like you, Kate.
What? That was some total robot conversation. I do not believe that. I believe that Kate is an automaton and that girl is an automaton.
Yeah, there is. I believe they intend for you to have talked to her a little bit more, on the first conversation. I think I missed some points
there, Oscar.
with Oscar because I left before I had all of the options exhausted.
Oscar, just where is Hans?
At the back of the train, in the last car, Kate Walker.
Thank you. At the end of our journey, we're going to find Syberia, aren't we, Oscar?
Kate Walker, please,
It's just so weird that they named this place exactly the same thing as a place that exists.
It's actually spelled a little bit differently.
Yes, it is spelled one letter different, but it sounds exactly the same. Like, name it something that sounds fantastic, you know?
Right.
That'd be like if I said, "Oh, we're going to Alabama," and you were like, "That's just a place." I'm like, "No, it ends with a UH instead of an A."
It's Alabama with a Q.
You know. Like you have.
Okay, we haven't seen the Poppin appear quite as much, thankfully.
Hans's cylinder machine. Something else he's slapped together since we came on board.
Yeah, we can actually see a bunch of
Hans's mammoth doll.
Stuff from the yeah.
From the previous one, although there is a lot more trash here now.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? You've got Hans running around.
Hi. Hello there, Kate Walker.
Great Scott!
You know what?
When this train gets over 88 miles an hour.
To follow you in pursuit of your dreams.
My dreams are now your dreams, Kate Walker.
I built you. I gave them to you.
Ah,
I
this
want
is what
to
I
leave
remember.
as quickly as possible, but it's Oscar who decides. He's the master of the train.
I don't mean to get personal, but don't you think that this journey is going to be a bit tough for a man your age?
I am going to Syberia, Kate Walker. End of discussion. You do understand.
Hans, where are we?
Somewhere on the way to Syberia.
Is it still far?
Pretty much.
That's a very empowered way of looking at the
No
world.
explorers ever talked about it, and well, it's not on any map, Hans.
I know Syberia exists, Kate Walker.
Okay, so I find the coal, then we leave.
Do hurry, Kate.
See you later, Hans.
Yes, see you later.
You're totally a robot. Everyone's a robot. Everyone's been human. This is Nier Automata, actually. Everyone has been a robot for a long time. There have not been any humans.
I also always found it kind of funny, like, she has Resident Evil walk.
Oh, yeah.
And
I think
when I played the Xbox version, it, like, she literally has Resident Evil controls.
Oh. I think it's just like a one way of... I think that's pretty common, though. Like, lots of games have that. That's what I'm getting at.
Let's see, maybe I do need to look at this.
Oh, candy machines. Oh, candy machines.
Ooh, it's a candy. Ooh, it's a candy.
Machines.
Ooh, piece of candy. And you're going to give candy to the girl, and then she's going to barf coal, because she is a robot, into your train.
Colonel, you can't repair it, can you? I really need coal, you know?
No, sorry. All that mechanical gubbins, motors, engines, not my thing. That's a maintenance job for a maintenance man.
We're going to Syberia.
I just sit here eating while standing.
Russian continent.
Well,
for some reason.
He's actually trying to repair a candy machine.
What do you think?
It looks like he's eating.
Syberia Island?
Now you can see the broken candy machine over there.
I'm in no position to advise.
Yeah, I know. It looks like he's like got a fork in his hand, and there's like a burger in front of him, and he's poking it.
I mean the thing that's light right next to him on the right. Yeah, that.
Yep, I see it. It looks like a burger.
Oh, I think
Looks like a
there's
burger.
somebody in. Hi there, Silver. I didn't notice you because I had the thing closed.
How? That's a ridiculous suggestion. Nico and I are robots. Now, just remember to support artificial intelligence development.
Yeah. Also, oil changing is so underrated.
Yeah. Make sure you keep the oil in easy reach for any friends of yours who might need it.
Weird. I remember specifically there is like a conversation you need to.
Nope.
Oh wait.
You just talk to her and she's like, "I like you."
I think.
But that's how it goes with me and the ladies all the time, and I right up top.
I think what I need to do is actually go here first and try to go downstairs, and that will give me some
Nothing
more
I can do.
options.
It's locked.
Although it didn't really like. Oh, also, I don't know what the proper term is for this, but this game, like in this place, has like music that plays within the universe of the game. It's not like a background.
You mean that music is actually being generated by someone or something?
Yeah, it's like there is a radio playing in the game itself.
Why is there a gate that stops us going any
yes.
lower?
It's not a gate that stops you going down. It stops people going up.
I see.
The old colonel says that people down here are all lowlife.
I'm going. I'll go see what I can do.
Come back and see me. I like you, Kate.
I see. It's just really convenient because a lot of times in point-and-click adventure games, because the way that they're structured, people's dialogue seems really bizarre or out of place, right?
Yeah.
But here it's just like, oh no, it's just a robot. That's why. Because like, these do not feel like now I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, and there's a plate behind him because he was eating.
Could be. But what we actually need here is this. And yeah, I think that's it.
You just walked into this guy's place and took one of his keys and just leave. Okay.
You can actually like call this number, and it's not particularly helpful because all it really does is it tells you that they're selling what kind of candy they're selling. You need the candy to give to the girl, obviously, because that's what you do as a stranger.
Yes, as a strange adult, you go around offering candy to children. Have you? Yeah, obviously.
This thing's stuck.
And now we need to bring up the coins and figure out which one of these is the coin for.
I like the -2 coin.
Maybe that's the one. I remember going off from that side and finding it earlier, but I could be misremembering it completely. In any case, there is only, I believe, one coin that will work, and we need candy from both this one and this one.
Okay, the middle looks this is true on the YouTube stream also. The middle one looks like sauerkraut.
You're not very far off.
Or like some form of cabbage treat.
It's actually.
And the one on the left look like firecrackers.
This one's actually like dry fish candy. Yeah, I think
Wonderful.
I may have. There we go.
Yeah, the candy on the right would be the one that I would want.
Yeah, but we can't get none of that. So that was this one, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, it just looks like it barfed a bunch of... Yeah, mold. Oh, maybe it's the Resident Evil 7 mold. You
Yeah,
know,
it will make us immortal.
it'll make us immortal and have us join the hive mind consciousness. And that little girl down there is Evelyn. It's all coming together.
That little girl down there is the baby. Okay.
Well, the baby is, you know, part of the mold, so.
I'm curious if we can actually get any of these. Because I don't think it's even possible.
You don't have the right coin. Probably. Yes, it's this is actually, you know, basically we are making a Resident Evil style overly convoluted plot. You know, we've got the mold and the robots
And the candy.
and what?
And the candy that brings it all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Candy is of central importance.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who does Resident Evil watched Willy Wonka one time and it freaked him out. And so he wanted to make a game about it.
You know, a horror like that would actually... Okay, there is literally no way to get anything out of it. Unless it's that coin that we just used up. I just want to try it because I don't think I've ever used...
me and Silver were sitting there harping on you about how we wanted the candy from the right. We're like, Uncle Nico,
yeah,
we want candy.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wanted to get that candy, but it seems that it's impossible. She doesn't even say that it's broken or anything. It just doesn't give you, which is probably the most accurate representation of how those machines actually function.
Yeah.
Hi there.
How is it going?
Why are you, like, not... Okay, I guess
Can we go down there yet?
I think what I need to do is actually first talk to him, and then he will tell me that he lost the key, and then I will be able to talk to that girl, because that girl is the one who stole the keys after they fell down there.
Colonel Emiliov.
Ah, Miss Walker.
There we go.
Colonel, would you have the key to the gate?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, we have candy at
Must
home.
have lost it earlier, when I was wasting my time on that dang music machine. Who can say?
Hey, it isn't my fault.
You being here has upset my usual timetable and the general routine.
Oh, I love it.
If I hadn't been here, I wouldn't have gone out. And
Wait, I would love that. Like, you know, you go into a store and it's like, dang it, customers.
Fuck, I have to do my job.
So, you haven't got the key then?
Sorry to say, if I had it, I'd give it to you. A gate's made for opening, after all.
And of course, there's no double.
Got to wait for maintenance to make their call, Miss Walker.
The maintenance.
Tell me, Colonel, why is there a gate blocking off the staircase leading to the lower part of the town?
Low down is low down, and high up is high up. People who are low down got different points of view from those who are high up. Different kettle, different fish. If you get me,
this is like a very subtle metaphor for society. I don't know if you picked up on that, Nico. I'm pretty smart,
How do I get down there then?
Well, some people are just more equal than others.
Not the most advisable of moves. All the undesirables on the plateau wash up in our little town sometime, and I'd rather any lowlife stayed down low.
I don't think I understand, Colonel.
I'm just a soldier, Miss Walker, carrying out a soldier's orders.
He reminds me of the guy from the
Colonel.
who flies the plane.
From where?
The Mummy. The movie.
Yeah,
The Mummy.
I haven't watched that movie in so long.
It's not. It's fun. It's not great, but it's fun.
Yeah, I remember it as being a fun action movie, and it had some really cool effects for the time. I
Yeah,
particularly
it's
remember
funny to watch it now because it's not. It's like they obviously spent most of their budget on those effects, so they only have they have very limited number of sets that they shoot on in the movie. And so it's just like, oh, well, we've got to go back to this place now. We've got to go to that place. We've got to go back to this place. Instead of, moving to new places.
Oh, and by the way, something interesting about the Xbox version I wanna sort of point out. So in the Xbox version, because probably they made the draw distance a little bit more limited, if you see somebody walking in the background, like over here, for example, which happens every now and again, they will not have textures. They will just be white.
Spooky ghosts.
Now we have something to talk about.
Hi there.
Let's give them something to talk about. Oh, she's gonna float the key up on her balloon. I get it.
Exactly.
If you give me a present, I'll tell you, Kate Walker.
I'd love to.
The fact that she keeps saying Kate Walker.
I'm up here.
What?
She sounds like Oscar, right?
No. I mean, obviously she's a robot. It reminds me of a movie.
Tell me right now what you want. It'll be much easier.
I really want.
Oh no, you know what it reminds me of is Game of Thrones. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
What's that?
Katalas. That's what they are. Candies. You don't know them? They're great.
Katalas. Weirdly, in the Polish version, they came up with a completely different name for the candy. It doesn't mean anything, but they just came up with a different candy.
Katalas is actually 60% alcohol, and this kid just wants to get wasted, and you're gonna give this kid booze candy.
Of course.
You're gonna be the coolest adult ever.
She's gonna get all the fish candy she can want. Here have coins. They have been touched by so many people. Eat them from dirt.
You've only got one chance.
Wait, you didn't give her the fish candy though.
No, she wouldn't take it. The fish candy I actually need for something else.
Aw, I thought that as a robot, she would have loved the oil in the fish. Sardine oil. Good for lubrication.
Good for grinding those gears, or rather preventing those gears from grinding.
Exactly.
Oh, and here is a fun thing that we can't do anything with right about now.
That's the thing that you pull, and then the train goes away and leaves you behind, and you just have to survive on fish candy.
Well, it isn't the worst thing, but we actually can get a glimpse of what that thing actually is that we could call with that potentially if there wasn't a train here.
Kate Walker is in trouble. We've got to go look for her. Find someone. I don't know who. Someone spunky.
Yes, sir.
We've got Nick Canton, a detective. He's already worked on some tricky problems. He was good.
Yeah. He might just be the ticket.
Take care of it right now, John. Get him out there.
Right, sir.
Hell, what is going through that kid's head?
Yeah. Hello, Canton? We've got a job for you. How shall I put it? A special.
He gets confused and thinks he's supposed to kill you, and just snipes you from far away.
But yeah, this thing.
Weird vehicle.
Oh.
It's on the cover of the game.
Has a spot in the back for your chickens.
Yeah, that's how you power it up. Chicken power.
You just put... Yeah. Everyone knows that chickens are a reliable power source.
Do you like your candies then?
Not bad.
Let's talk about me.
Do you have any family,
Let's talk about the important
I'm big enough to take care of myself.
Hey, don't get mad. It was just a question.
And anyway, of course I've got family.
Do you have any family? Anyone who would notice if you went missing?
Because my mama, she's dead.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I understand.
No, you don't. You must be really rich, and you must have thousands of friends in America. So, what are you doing here, Kate Walker?
I don't know. I'm miles from home, and I don't really know where I'm going. It's crazy.
Yes, Kate Walker, but there are loads of people who don't know where they're going. And they are all crazy, too.
This voice, the voice actor, is not doing a good little kid at all.
No, she sounds like she's like a granny doing a kid
One day you
voice.
return to America,
Mhm.
you must take me with you, Kate.
Did she just tell us to kidnap her?
Yes, to America. Take her to the good lands of America.
Where everyone has thousands of friends. That's the stereotype about Americans, is that they all have thousands of friends.
On Facebook.
Tell me, is Sirkos kind to you?
Yes, very. He is my friend.
Has he been living in the village for long?
When my ma and me came here, Sirkos looked after us. That was a long time ago, you know.
Do you know who could show me how this coal machine works?
No, it's an old machine, Kate Walker, and it smells.
The actress they got for the Polish version actually did sound like a child, so that was a plus.
Yeah, sometimes when you describe these things, it reminds me of the fact that Dingo Pictures, when it was dubbed into Italian, had the Italian Dragon Ball Z cast.
What?
Yeah, the same people who did the Dingo Pictures Italian dubs were the people who did the Dragon Ball Z Italian dubs. They got really good Italian actors, and when when it got translated into French, they made an entirely new Wabu theme song, which is way better than the original one. It's like Wabu Wabu da bam ba da ba da ba da. They made an entirely new song, and they had this really good voice cast. It's crazy. Dingo in its native country was way worse than in Italy or in France.
Why did anybody give a shit with that level? I need a drink. Hold on for a second.
Hang on, I gotta find this French Wabu theme song for you. Here we go.
Auntie Nico needs a drink. Oh, I
Here,
was using the wrong
I got this for you. They also have the entire movie, but here.
This machine works?
This song is awesome,
Not Sirkos.
and you won't
He's
get
too small to press the
a
button.
copyright strike.
The Berghoff brothers, they must know. They know everything. But I don't like them. They are not nice.
You should play it during the stream.
Let me see. I mean, it will just play.
Voici Wabou, le raton laveur, pas méchant pour un sou, mais quel sacré farceur. Dans la forêt, il est aux aguets pour faire des bêtises. Wabou est toujours prêt. Oh, oh, oh. Wabou, Wabou, pourtant tout le monde l'aime bien. Wabou, Wabou, dans la forêt il a plein de copains. Wabou, Wabou, pour te jouer des tours il assure. Wabou, Wabou, ah oui, c'est le roi de l'aventure. Sacré Wabou.
That was like an opening to an actual cartoon.
But with the animation from Dingo.
Exactly.
It's so weird. But you see what I mean? That's a good song.
Right?
It's a land. They talk about it in kid stories. It's so far away it probably doesn't exist anyway.
From what I've heard, there's fields of blue grass as far as the eye can see. And mammoths.
That's not right. Grass is green. Or yellow in the fall. Bluegrass is silly.
Either way is fine with me, Malka.
Bluegrass is just
really are a
country where you
strange
have
lady, Walker.
banjo.
I mean, bluegrass does exist. I've seen it like gardens and stuff. Yeah, that was. I don't know if you are familiar with Dingo Pictures, but this is it's a Dutch company, I believe.
German.
German or Dutch or whatever.
But the dubs into other languages are frequently done by Dutch companies. But it's German originally. There's actually an entire wiki dedicated to it.
It's amazing. In any case, it was really low budget animations that were later very infamous for being made into quote unquote games on the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. They were bad. They were like really poorly animated and all that. But the dubbings for different countries are apparently really good for some godforsaken reason.
Except for the ones in English, where the kid, there's one kid doing all the voices for their Aladdin dub, and he literally says "exit scene" at the end of the scene because he's reading the scene direction off of the script.
I remember that.
Exit scene.
Why do you say there are bad guys here?
The Borgoff brothers are liars and thieves. And they're nasty and they smell. Especially the little one that walks like a penguin.
You shouldn't make fun of people, Malka.
The big one isn't nasty, though. He's really stupid. A big dumb Yuki.
A big dumb yokai? Oh no.
Yuki is actually an animal that was mentioned in the book from the previous game.
The Borgoff brothers could maybe give me a hand.
Why not? They're as dirty and
Or is she
smelly
talking
as
about a
the machine
yokai?
you want to mend.
I'm gonna see what I can find further
Russia
on.
has a lot of
Thanks,
influence
Malka.
from Japan.
As you like, Kate Walker.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe that we actually do have this book on us. No, we don't. I remember... but yeah, there was a document. There was a document that we got in the previous game. Oh no! Wait! No, we get it later on in this one. Never mind that.
How dare you spoil things for me? Nico, you know that this is sacred. I am on the edge of my seat, waiting to see what happens.
I'm sorry that I
Can's
spoiled
empty.
that.
I'm gonna see if I can find somewhere to fill it.
Let's put that dirty cat in our bra. Yes. But
Did
yeah,
he really?
we cannot operate this machine quite yet.
A petrol-driven generator. Now, where could I find some fuel?
Hang on, I gotta watch this. On the YouTube stream, because I was typing in the YouTube chat. She takes the can. Oh,
There's no
oh,
gas.
she is a robot.
Mm-hmm.
She just has a hollow compartment, and we couldn't see it from that angle.
Yeah, it's like she has like the whole like the compartment like what Bender from Futurama has,
Yes, exactly like that.
which has seemingly endless amount of space.
That is exactly what's going on. Didn't we have to hit on someone at the spa at the end of the last game?
No. We just had to get into men's dressing room.
I thought there was someone who we needed something from, and we had to like
Good evening,
flirt
sir.
with him until he passed out from booze, and then we took it.
That was at the Cosmodrome.
Circus Cabaret, haven of all known pleasures and human arts. How may I be of service to you?
I've just arrived.
Yeah,
here.
you can see
My
that he
name's
has
Walker.
a stand.
Kate Walker.
He's really short.
You have a charming little town.
Well, Miss Walker, allow me to wish you a charming sojourn in our charming town.
Oh, I'm afraid I won't be around long. I've got to get going again soon. Mr. Sirkos, I
All
really
known
need to get
pleasures.
some
I love
food to
that
continue
line.
My journey. But the generator that operates the coal dispenser has run out of gasoline.
Sorry, my lovely. Here you will find the finest range of vodkas known to man. The sweetest distillations from the furthest flung corners of our Russian Holy Land. But vodka, of course, only stokes the heart and belly. No good for generator fuel.
Mr. Sirkos, say, do a lot of trains pass through here?
Not now. Of course, once upon a time that line was quite a thoroughfare. Now it's good as abandoned. People going to know you in town, Miss Walker.
This is one strange town you live in, Mr. Sirkos.
Only folks come to this town are folks just passing through. Often as not, cagey folk come here buying and selling or wheeling and dealing and having themselves a fine old time. After this town, there's nothing but snow, Miss Walker.
Well,
See you again
We
sometime,
just-
Mr. Sirkar.
There's nothing but snow, but people used to pass through there, and we have a train line still going out there.
Well, there were probably like other things that, other like.
You know how I like to pretend that everything's in the same universe?
Mm-hmm.
If you keep going, you just get to Greenland, and then you can find the oil in the evil spirits cave.
Yeah, and then they combine and they have like a strategy RPG crossover, and Kate has like animations where she combines with the train and becomes Megazord.
Oh, something that I found out. Did you know Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yes.
Did you know there's a bunch of bootleg toys with him transforming?
There is a bootleg toy of fucking. There's a bootleg toy of fucking Titanic transforming into a transformer. I had it
But
as a child.
but you've got the Thomas the Tank Engine face, and it transforms into a big Megazord.
That actually kind of like makes sense and would make it awesome, but like, yeah, the Titanic one is just in such poor taste.
Hang on, I gotta look this up. Okay, let's see. Titanic transformer toy. I love it.
It was actually a fun toy, though.
Honestly,
Yeah, that actually looks like
this time?
not the worst made Transformer knockoff.
You hulking Jerry Roll, or else you'll be answering to me.
Also, he's
what is
like
it now?
Irish or
Good day, sir.
Scottish or whatever.
Don't go and
I
tell
love
me.
how everyone has different accents
What can I
in
do for
this
you, ma'am?
these games all the time.
And none of them are quite right. Like in France, we didn't even have a single person.
No. I mean, like in this town, there's like 3 different accents, 4 different accents.
A pretty little thing so far from home. Where you from, lovebird?
From
And everyone speaks English.
Yes, that's very convenient.
I never-
Like that's
You're
totally what.
traveling
That's
alone, ma'am?
totally exactly how it is in Eastern
no, I'm
Europe.
traveling
Everybody
with
knows
2
English.
companions. I came by
That's
train.
why never any like
Very nice.
popular Polish dubs of random things on YouTube.
Sir, I'd like to.
Look, we ain't got no time to waste with you, sugar mitts.
Sugar
Try not being
mitts.
quite so pushy.
Sugar mitts.
Start to
like
give me
that
and my
one.
brother ideas.
Well, you always call me Sugar Tits, so.
Yes.
I see.
Be a pity if something nasty happened to you, my little pouty lips.
My little pouty lips.
I need coal for my train, but the coal dispenser has run out of gasoline. I thought you might be able to sell me a bit of fuel.
With all this money we've got.
Ready leaving?
Yeah. The
Sorry, we ain't got
crunch money.
no gas. Ain't got no gas at
Crust.
all.
But what's that motor noise behind you then?
Ah, yeah. That works on electricity, see, miss?
And that smoke works on electricity too?
See, what you say ain't your business, miss. Take care of your own backyard and leave me and my brother here to work.
Yeah. Leave Igor and Ivan to work.
But I need some gas, that's all.
We ain't got none. N-O-G-A-S. No gas.
N-O. No. Gas. No gas.
Riverdale.
Gas.
Hey, sir, I really need some gas, and
Oh my gosh! You know, you can't give her.
Don't know the meaning of
You can't give her a hard time for not being
as in,
persistent enough.
No, we ain't got none.
No gas. No gas.
I
You
came
know,
by
at a
train
certain
and
point in
So
those
we show
games, I
me, my
wonder
bro.
if it wouldn't
Nice
just be easier
machine.
to get a fucking
No,
shovel and climb into the
No
climb
Russian
into
tin
the
can, that
like,
baby, or no?
coal dispenser
Nice train.
and just
Yeah.
shove it in there.
Nice. Choo-choo.
And then someone
yeah,
does fill it up with
actually, it
gas and
belongs
turns
to
it
one of
on,
my
and you get
friends.
brutally murdered.
Must be very rich, your friend, eh?
Not really. He built the train to go looking for to realize a kind of dream of his.
Dreams, eh? Hey, very interesting. What kind of dream needs a pretty train like that, eh? it's not a personal question.
A childhood dream.
Tell me more, tell me more.
If I don't get some gas, I can't get any coal, and my train is just going to stay here blocked in this station.
And so what do you want from us?
Seeing as you don't seem to want to help me.
You might have a point there, my flower. Goodbye now.
If you ain't got none, you must have some. Oh, I love the background animations that sometimes happen with the snow falling from buildings every now and again.
Mm.
Okay,
they've put some weird polish into this game.
Yeah, it's largely like the engine is exactly the same as the previous one, but certain aspects are better. Like the backgrounds seem a little bit more alive compared to the first one.
Yeah.
Here, all we just gotta do is like do this.
Oh, you can use your hands for that. In an adventure game logic, that should be like, I can't do it with my hands. I need a knife, you know?
I need specialized scissors for cutting thin paper. Look at this thing.
Oh my gosh. Look at that yokai.
That actually is yokai.
Hey, no! No! Ah! You clam-brain blubber bag! Wait till I catch you!
Now you can take the gas. I'll be right back. You can keep going.
Yes. I'm gonna actually there it is, the gas. And we leave the empty one just to not raise suspicions. And we don't have to actually do this, but we can come here. Oh, actually, I think that's a bit later on, but there is a newspaper that we can check out. And we can also talk to this guy. He's completely harmless.
Excuse me, sir. Are you sleeping?
What?
Clambering
I've got a little something
Blubberback
to say
is
to your
not
brother.
an inaccurate.
Ivan, he, leave me all alone here. My brother, abandoned me.
God, how I pity you, Igor.
Dumb animal! All the cash it might have brought me gone up in smoke!
There is Ivan. Ivan will be happy to see you.
And we just leave.
Go, Missy.
What? You let the Yankee leave? You are a Yuki brain, Igor. A lunch sack Yuki brain.
That was a close call.
Okay, we got everything we need. Of course, I wonder if I can actually try and talk with them. That would be hilarious if we did.
So what do you want from me now, Miss Sticky Fingers?
Gas belongs to state. Russian state. Not my gas.
Okay, say nothing else, right? To the state. It belongs to the state. Blobhead.
I never actually knew that. I remember when I played this game as a kid, I never checked this because for some reason I thought that I would get like, I would get caught or something. Also, I always loved the use of soundtrack in these games. It's very sparse and only ever happens once you have done something, which makes it seem like a reward that you get to hear it.
Waboo, waboo. Yes, we got the gas and we put it in the machine. Hooray!
We press the button because otherwise we have to go all the way back here and like do the thing with the stuff again. But yeah.
Adventure games. She's like, you're gonna leave, and you're never going to come back and kidnap me.
You want to talk to me?
To you, yes.
Malka, I finally managed to get that machine working.
So now you must smell bad too, Kate Walker.
I tell you, that's manners.
Does that mean you're going?
Yeah. I've got to carry on with my journey.
Have a nice trip.
I'm gonna see what I can find further on. Thanks, Malka.
As you like, Kate Walker.
Did you just imply that you made out with the brothers to get their gasoline? Saying you smell bad now too?
Well, she was mostly referring to the machine being smelly, and that we used the machine, and that now that we're smelly.
But she said that I wasn't paying attention earlier. The only part I remember her saying was smelly earlier was the fact that those three brothers were smelly.
Two of them. There is two
of them were smelly. One of them isn't smelly, but the other two are smelly.
Yeah, one of them isn't in the game. That's why he doesn't smell.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, now we can just use this thing. Pull the only lever.
Good. They gotta let you do it because that's what makes it satisfying. Oh, you only filled one side. You're gonna have to go around until you find a roundabout and come back to fill the other side.
Calm down, Oscar. What's happened?
Mr. Forelberg has disappeared.
What?
He was in the train, and now he isn't.
Don't panic, Oscar. He can't have gotten far. I'll go and round him up.
He's not
crippled.
In the best of health, Kate Walker, and it is so cold.
I know, but calm yourself down. I'll go and look
It's
for him.
so cold. That's why you're always wearing the exact same clothes, which aren't well suited for extreme cold weather, and why you're a robot.
Good thing that you point this out.
100% a robot.
Okay, now we gotta go downstairs. We could actually talk to like a lot of people, pretty much everybody about him, but there is really like one location where he could have reasonably gone to.
He went to go see the circus, to see the yokai.
Yeah, because he actually the circus has mentioned that he knows Hans, so you know. And we get one of those lovely cutscenes.
Oh, Hans.
Actually, well done.
Hans?
Mammoth. Syberia.
I would have assumed he built that thing.
Yeah, actually, I like that scene because they sort of show that the bigger brother of the two, he's actually got a good heart and he wanted to help, but this the smaller one is the asshole.
How's it going?
Father.
Well, you know, you can't trust short people.
It's pretty
all evil.
What happened? It's not his fault.
You know what they say? Great evil comes in small packages.
A good-for-nothing imbecile, Anna. You hear me? A feeble idiot.
How's it going?
Syberia.
How's it going?
Father, Hans doesn't want to stay in the attic anymore. What happened? It's not his fault.
Yeah, wait, actually, I want to check something here. Can I... No, there isn't anything I can pick up from here. I know that eventually there is something something relevant here, but I believe it's like way later on.
Hey, Walker, what does all this mean?
I don't know, Oscar. Hans has had a kind of fit, a kind of delirium. His health isn't exactly 100% right now.
Why, that's simply awful, Kate Walker. We must do something. Things cannot go on like this.
Please, calm down. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Kate Walker, but do hurry.
And he has those tiny earmuffs.
Yes, yes. Okay, Kate Walker, I will let you take care of it like you always do. That's just funny because he kind of implied that he might do something.
Nah, that ain't happening.
But we know that wasn't gonna happen.
Okay. Now, I'm mostly going through this game off of my memory because I played it a bunch of times.
Yep.
As you may have already noticed, there are some tiny elements which I don't remember 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But this should be what we need to do now is, I believe, go to Circos, and then he will tell us what we can potentially do.
Give him some vodka.
That's
proper Russian cure.
That's actually one of the suggestions he makes.
That's the Russian cure. Everyone knows. Ruskies. Vodka.
Howdy, Mr. Circos.
Good day to you, Miss Walker. How's our friend Hans Vorarlberg coming along?
Not great news.
Ah, well, if I can be of service, whatever you require, don't hesitate to shout.
Did you say don't hesitate to shop?
Mr. Circos.
Oh.
I wouldn't know someone who could treat
Don't
you
hesitate to
well,
buy something
would you?
from me.
Oh, not many pill pushers around here. Guess there's always the monks.
The monks, you say?
People around here say the patriarch of the monastery has healing powers. They also say he's a dingaling, a bit of a fanatic, if you know what I mean.
Well, whatever. I have no choice. Mr. Circos, could you please introduce me to the patriarch of the monastery?
Want my opinion? Best stay right away.
Oh, why's that?
Have you ever heard a showman and a priest sing a duet together? They think my cabaret is a den of debauchery, and that I'm a funky old miscreant luring lambs from the altar.
You did say it was home
Mr.
to
Circos,
every
we're not
pleasure.
in the 19th century anymore.
But we're not too far here, Miss Walker.
I think you should lean into it, you know.
Put my finger in that pie.
Mr. Circos,
The
I'm
Vegas
worried about
of the
Hans's
North.
health.
Dang, it's all
Or
my
of the
fault.
East, maybe.
Never should have asked him to
Northeast,
do me that
yeah.
favor.
What do you mean, favor?
No major work or anything, just to get my wind-up Broncos bucking again.
Oh, don't blame yourself. Hans was already ill before he came to see you. You've got nothing to do with it. Do the monks have a telephone?
They don't even have electricity. You'll have to go up there in person, Miss Walker. Then try to convince them to take care of your friend.
How do you get up to the monastery?
When you go out of here, turn right. You can't miss it.
Thanks a lot. I've got to go now.
Go quickly, Miss Walker, and good luck.
Mighty kind, Mr. Circos.
Yeah, he's really nice. Let's go. Now, a good thing that you brought up the whole shtick with her clothes not being up to the standards of this weather, because that will actually be our next plot point.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, probably, you know, would have been too cold just regardless already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she has a jacket, and but she didn't have to wander off too far off from, like, buildings and,
I don't remember if I made this joke last time, but do you think that she has a sister named Sky?
Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she will walk here automatically now for a tiny bit.
It's really a bit too cold.
Yeah, and now we have to turn back.
Ah, I see, I see.
Yeah, and honestly, it does make sense because
Mhm.
it's always warmer in towns.
Yeah, yeah. You're sheltered from the wind, you know.
And also, there is just like heat coming off of from buildings and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. And from the people that you're murdering.
But yeah, now we have to find ourselves some new threads.
Yeah, that's a good point. She's called Kate Walker because she has to walk so much.
At least she
She's
doesn't
not
have
called.
to. At least she doesn't have to walk as much as in the first one.
At least she's not called like they don't call her Kate Train Rider. She has to walk at least as much as she distance as she gets out of the train.
Kate Pixel Pusher.
That would definitely be accurate.
Colonel, please, can you help me?
What can I do for you, Miss Walker?
Actually, hold on for a second. I need to restart my device. It will just be a moment.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't really make any difference because I was noticing that the refresh rate of the image was like 60 hertz 0.21, which I was like, eh, but no, that's just what it is.
Yeah, because nature actually does not care about seconds, and it's done by fireflies. The
I
screen.
want to go up to the monastery, but it's so cold outside. Would you have some
And
warm
the
clothes to
maximum-
loan me?
You have
Yeah.
just so many fireflies.
So, and you can't poke them more than 60.21 times per second.
Of course.
So.
Don't you worry, Kachuchka. You're a true ray of sunshine in this dusty old shop. And we don't see sunshine here every day.
Yeah, so he's gonna give us new threads for free.
That'll fit you in the attic, I'm sure.
They smell a little bit like me, but
I can't climb up there anymore.
I like that he is a soldier carrying out orders, and his orders are to run a general store.
Well, yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Look, we have a bike. We can now be Kate Ryder.
You just have to get it down that ladder. Just ride it down the ladder.
It's like
Someplace appropriate to slip into this. I think that you're in a good place right now. It's not like anyone's gonna come up, like stumble across you.
yeah, but you know there is like cracks in between.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he would probably be very happy if you did that for him. Also, he's like, if you notice, he's at the perfect angle to catch a peek.
Yeah. Those old. You can't trust those army types. They're like, it's been so long since I felt the touch of a woman.
And the 60s porno mags are so conservative.
I mean, all you can see is maybe the side of someone's ankle.
Toasty, and not unelegant even.
And now we have our second game, Freds.
This is getting closer and closer to Alpha Polaris.
Yeah, you have to change your clothes in that one as well. But
Now, my Skywalker joke was great, Silver. Okay, it's the best joke ever, and everyone loved it. It received an Academy Award. But yeah, I do. That is a common theme between our recent 3D point-and-click adventure games. Anyway, snowy.
I always liked snow in video games, snowy stages and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I always
So
like
long
them as long as they don't have ice physics.
That's the next thing I was gonna say.
But I love the snowy stage in Banjo-Kazooie, Freezy Peak.
You told me you always played up until the see they fixed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, those are probably just leaning up there. But she'd say, "I need a special lever to push this wood out of the way." Yeah, I used to play up until
She actually puts on the glasses, you know, her shutter shades.
Yeah, that's the next thing she's gonna say. She's gonna say like, "My eyes can't handle all the glare coming off of the snow. If only I had something that I could still see through, would help reduce that."
Oh, and by the way, water effects in this game for some reason are like universally trash.
Yeah.
It's
it
weird
looks like it's like 4 frames.
It exactly is 4 frames. It's weird because oh look, it's a bunny. It's weird because in the very first one, the water effects were actually pretty decent for something that came in 2002. But for this one, even though you have a lot more water present overall, yeah, they just garbage.
Uh-oh. This is the Resident Evil 4 castle.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's saying, "Muele, muele, muele. Cógelo, cógelo." You know? Aquí está!
Oh, he's not here yet. I guess I need to go someplace else. Yeah, you can exactly see it on the model, but she's actually wearing shutter
I think
shades.
the audio isn't working now.
The audio isn't working?
If he was saying anything to you and you were saying anything to him, I didn't hear it.
He wasn't saying nothing.
Oh, okay.
Besides, there's always subtitles if anybody says anything.
Gotcha.
So if there ain't no subtitles, they ain't no saying nothing.
Gotcha. In about half an hour, I need to be heading out.
Okay, that's actually perfect timing, because we'll be able to get done with this first chapter of this game.
Sweet.
Okay, we need to talk about the cloth dispenser.
The clock dispenser?
Cloth. There
Cloth.
was like a dispenser with cloth, and we need that.
Mr. Sirkos?
What can I do for you, miss?
It's colder than the North Pole out there, Mr. Sirkos. Do I have to go up to the monastery on foot? There isn't some other form of transportation?
Oh.
Don't even think about it, Miss Walker. Only pony can make it up there is Shank's pony. You're going to have to use your feet, I'm sorry to say.
I've got to go now.
Go
Can we
with it,
use
Miss
that
Walker.
the hamster chicken wheel?
Mighty kind, Mr. Sirkos.
No. That's actually not that. I thought
Hi, Mr. Sirkos.
I may have skipped something
What
accidentally.
can I do?
Dang it. Because maybe I should have first talked to him, and then it didn't really initiate it didn't really trigger the thing that I needed to trigger. Let me.
You're doing the speed running strats. You're gonna push yourself through the wall next.
Malka?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kate?
Tell me, do you know anyone who could help heal my friend Hans?
Zirkos has special tonics in his bar.
No, I need a real doctor.
Then you'll have to go to the monastery.
I suppose there are monks at the monastery.
That's right. Monks with big black robes. They're really creepy.
There's nothing to be afraid
And they have these
As
awesome
monks,
bug
they must
friends
be good
that
men.
pop out of their skulls.
And you tell me they can treat
They're the
hunts?
best.
The patriarch is a stern old
We call them
man.
senties.
He won't treat your friend if you don't follow the monastery rules.
How do you know that, Malka?
He wouldn't look after Mama straight away because of the rules. That's why she's dead.
I'm sorry, Malka.
Yeah, so we already get a little bit of a
Tell me.
background here.
How is it going?
I think we go kill all the infested zombie
My friend Hans is
bug
very sick. He
monks.
needs taking care of.
Oh, otherwise he's going to die, isn't he? Like Mama.
I don't know. He wants to get to the end of his journey so badly.
Sometimes that is not enough, Kate.
Since he was really young, Hans has dreamed of a land called Syberia.
Syberia doesn't exist. It's just a story they tell kids to make them sleep. And I'm no kid anymore.
I believe the story, though, Malka.
So, you're going to have to help your friend, Kate.
Thank you for your help.
Come back and see me. I like you, Kate.
I think I now should try to examine that, because like I already went up to the monastery. Actually, I'll try to use my phone and talk to Oscar. Maybe he has something to say, because we can do that.
Anytime you want to hear, like, that's great because it was so annoying when we couldn't hear Oscar talk all the time. And now we can hear him talk anytime we want.
Hi, Oscar?
Yes, Kate Walker?
No change, Oscar?
My gear systems and articulations are functioning like a dream, thank you. And you, Kate Walker, how are your functions?
Nothing too complicated, Oscar. I'll manage.
You sound so far away. Come back soon, Kate Walker.
I'm not very far away, Oscar. I'll come and talk to you face to face.
Well, that was pointless.
You sound so far away, you could literally be shouting and he could hear you.
Yo, CJ! Okay, let's see if we can actually like trigger the thing with the stuff, because like I need to get a few things. Like I need to meet a certain person at the spring right next to it, and he's probably going to tell me.
Stuck.
Somebody's gonna tell me about these.
Those are like little nutritional pellets for feeding the ducks in the stream.
Mm-hmm. And the bunny isn't here this time because we already scared it off last time. And let's see, is he here now? No, he's not.
I think what I'm hearing here is that you might need me to look up a
guide.
Walkthrough for you.
Yeah, you can do that in the meantime. I'll just try different things because like I remember this game more or less, but I specifically need to discuss it with like this guy that appears over here. And he's just not appearing over here.
Monastery, pull the cord at the entrance, rings bell, and let you through. Tavern, talk to Syrkos. There's a long conversation. He will tell you need Hans' face imprint on a cloth.
Yeah, okay, so it literally just did not count me doing that because I didn't talk to Circus about how cold it is up here.
Hmm.
And it just did not count it as a flag. I knew I did it right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this laptop is slowing down so hard at some points in this game. It's kind of hilarious.
Well, it takes a lot of processing power to have that snow fall off that background.
Hmm. I mean, to be fair, the laptop is from 2002 and the game is from 2004. But yeah, it should still be able to run it a little bit better. I will look into it maybe later. Because it's got more than sufficient, you know,
Mr.
processing
Sirkos?
power based off of the
What
recommended
can I
settings.
do for you, miss?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I can...
Tell me, Mr. Sirkos. It was you who took in that little girl
okay.
Malka into your care, wasn't it?
I just couldn't bear to leave a little girl like that.
What happened to her mother?
Oh, a gypsy woman fleeing God knows what monkey business. She got here half dead and crazed with fever.
The monks helped her, isn't that right?
You could say that. When they stopped being high and mighty, they took her up to their monastery for treatment. But it was far too late for the poor girl. Them old crows make up their own rules. They'd leave a man to rot rather than get their habits dirty. I don't like 'em one bit, Miss Walker.
What rules are you talking about?
It's a phony old custom. To decide whether a dying man is actually dying at all, the patriarch of the monastery looks at
Well,
the
I submitted the
patient's
run.
face before deciding yay or
Oh, you did? Good.
But
Yeah,
how?
it still reminded me
I
about
don't
that.
understand.
Yeah, I thought you were already
kind
gonna
of
do that
make
because
this
of you.
I was, I just forgot.
on a piece of cloth, you know, like the shroud of Jesus in the Bible.
I must confess I don't really understand this shroud story.
You'll see, just outside the village, the monks have put this kind of iron box. A box containing a pile of linen sheets. When you put one of these sheets over the face of the sick man, it has the curious property of soaking up all his sweat and juices. So effective it is that all the features of his face can be seen on the plot.
But what you're gonna do is you're gonna end up selling Hans Gamer Girl bathwater.
At least what he can judge is whether that face on the shroud is sick enough to get dragged up those rocks to the monastery and be treated by him.
I suppose anybody can take a cloth from the crate if he needs it?
You suppose wrong, Miss Walker. One person has charge of the distribution of the said shrouds, and that's Malka. She sure is proud of her position. The patriarch himself gave her the responsibility, and that kid ain't giving it up for no man, believe me.
I've got to go now.
Go quickly, Miss Walker, and good luck.
Mighty kind, Mr. Sirkos.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we can actually progress. So we need to talk to Malka, she will give us the key, and then we can open the shroud box, and then get the shroud, go to Hans. Yeah, it will just... yeah.
Tell me.
How is it going?
Then that we're also going to have to come
He
back
told
to
me
the
why they
store,
couldn't treat her at the monastery.
because we're gonna...
I love that you are just harassing this little girl about her dead mom.
And there's nothing that can be done.
It's
Is
like
your friend
ghost
too
stories,
sick?
except the opposite way.
He isn't.
I'm going to help you, Kate.
It was my mother, my dead mother. Do you feel bad now?
Can you help me, Malka?
Hey, you know your mom who died? Can you tell me more about your mom who died and how she died?
Too much or you'll be sad.
We'll see. Let's give it a try, you know? Like for your mother, with the monks.
On the road to the monastery, there's a kind of box with sheets. The monks call them shrouds. I'm going to give you a token so you can get one. It's very important, Kate Walker.
And then what do I do with this shroud?
Take it and lay it over your friend's face.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Yeah, all the oil and grease.
Thank you for your help.
Come back and
Yeah,
see
you're
me.
gonna. Even though he's not a robot, he's been working on the robot so much that he's just covered in grease and graphite and stuff. And they're gonna be like,
what
you
the
know, you
hell
need a
is this?"
mechanic for someone like this.
Oh. There's like a very few scrolling screens in this game, and like half of them are.
Hey, squirrel.
Yes, you sometimes see that squirrel actually going on the on like the handles or on the walkway next to the train. Move it.
No, Hans is the only person who's not a robot. Everyone else is a robot, but Hans is not a robot.
Okay, open the box.
Hans is just a slime zombie.
Yeah, he's the one who manages the robots.
Mm-hmm.
And we just open it, and it's on, you know, honor system. You only take one.
Yeah. You don't eat the rest like you would want to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, of course, because you're not a duck.
And then you're like, man, I put on these warm clothes, and now when I'm in the town, I just can't stop sweating. I wish I had something to wipe my face with. Pat, 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 pat.
And then like, and then they get suspicious and like, who wasted all of these shrouds that are now lying around the town? Okay, it's like, I don't know, and all of them just have her face on them.
Yeah, because she wears very heavy makeup, so you can just see.
I mean, no, it's like literally the property of it. It soaks up sweat.
Oh,
and
right,
makes a
right,
picture
right,
of your
right.
face. That would
Yeah.
That would actually be a hilarious plot point to like a silly adventure game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know, something that's actually one game that one of my friends recommended, Escape from Monkey Island.
Seen it.
You've seen it?
Yes.
I've never actually.
I'm not a huge fan.
I've never played any of the Monkey.
The LucasArts, yeah. You know, it's one of those things where I can't have an objective viewpoint because I grew up in a Sierra household.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't mix those streams. You know, if you were a Sierra person playing a LucasArts game, you'd just you'd be
Sega
murdered on the
versus
spot.
Nintendo.
Yeah. He just can't breathe.
It's like chloroform on it. Yeah, and now we have his face.
There you go.
And now I wonder if I have to actually go all the way there, or can I just slightly sequence break this, because I need. On the Amiga system, you mean the Monkey Island games? They were on Amiga?
Let's see.
I know there was even one released on the PS2, and that's the one that nobody liked.
Yep, it was on Amiga.
Oh. On Amiga in glorious 50 hertz.
Mm-hmm. It was on a million things though, because back then there were many more platforms.
Yeah, that's true. Especially in Europe, there was there wasn't just PC. There was Amiga, Commodore, a whole ZX Spectrum, and a whole bunch of other ones that I don't know or care about.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
And
I
now...
want to see this full list. It was on... The list is like huge because it's been updated, right? So they've re-released it.
Yes.
But it was on Genesis apparently.
Really?
Uh huh.
That's actually pretty ridiculous.
But maybe through the Sega CD. You know.
No, I don't believe so.
But it says both Sega CD and Sega Genesis.
Really?
On the list of platforms when I looked it up on Wikipedia.
There were a couple games where they made an updated version, like for example Prince of Persia, which was released on... Ah, there he is. Which was released on both.
Look at that booty.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to disturb you, sir?
Blessed art thou, my sister. What can I do for you?
Talk about Hans
my name is
last.
Kate Walker,
Yeah.
And my train is
Talk about the
currently at
important
station
person
in
first.
Romansburg.
Yeah,
Kate
Kate.
Walker.
It's about me and now.
Pretty town, but not the kind of town for pretty strangers. Pretty solitary strangers.
I don't intend to hang around long.
Everyone is creepy in this.
I'm traveling with an old man, Hans Vorarlberg, and...
Vorarlberg? Did you say Vorarlberg, my sister?
You know him?
No, but I know someone else.
Okay.
Can you hear? It is the sweet song of the Merula Alba. If only I could catch a glimpse. Such a rare, pretty bird. Few are they who say in truth they have spied her beauty. It is probably seeking some other Merula Alba.
Yeah, so in case you couldn't hear it because the volume was pretty low.
I could hear it, but...
Yeah, there was a bird, like a very silent bird, tweeting, and that is our hint
My friend is very
for
ill,
how
you know.
we
It is
take
God's
advantage
will.
of this guy.
God's will. What can I do, my sister? What can I do?
Maybe you could visit him.
Take
at
advantage
the
of, huh?
That's what we do as
Never,
point
my
and click
sister,
adventure
never.
protagonists.
I would incur the wrath of our Lord and pay
Yeah, D&D players are murder hobos, and
I'm looking for someone with a medical background.
point and click
Someone who can take
players
the
are
sick.
exploitationists.
Our patriarch is a remarkable doctor, my sister. He cures bodies as well as souls.
Now,
Yeah,
My
the first time I ever played, I also thought that the game was broken.
You have to go see our
because I was
patriarch
like,
yonder
what is he
in
even
the
listening to?
monastery.
Because sometimes you just hear birds tweeting in the background.
yeah. I didn't notice it as something that was supposed to be a standout. Also, though, he just like stopped your conversation to listen to a bird apropos of nothing.
I rang at the monastery, but there was no reply. Maybe they don't want to let me in. Can you tell me, is there another way in?
There is no other way, my sister.
Why won't they let me into the monastery?
Dura lex, sed lex.
I'm sorry?
The law is hard, but it is the law, my sister.
What law?
I don't like questions, my sister. The law is the law is the law.
The law is the law is the law.
Is it also the law, though?
I must absolutely
Guess
find
is
a
a
doctor
guess is
for
a
my
guess
friend.
is a guess.
I just do the laundry, my sister, that is all. Down here, there are some doctors, and others do the laundry. You are going to make me late.
Well, here's another one.
Do you hear? It is the Merula Alba again.
You could push him in the water, Nico.
No,
I
sadly,
must
the push in the
finish
water
my
button
chores
has been
before
removed from
even
this
so,
one.
my sister.
What I would
You
do.
live in the monastery, I suppose.
That is right, my sister.
If it's for
Are there
Skyrim, you could
many
push him in
of
the
you up
water.
there?
A few
Katie would
old
just go
monks.
Futroda and
Few are
it would be
those who
over.
heed the calling in this age.
And then he would be stuck in the, like, halfway into the ground under the water.
You must
Yeah, and
pull
also
the
he
rope
would be
that
trying
rings
to
the
run
bell, my
towards
sister,
you,
but
pulling
not
out
too
his
hard,
butter
or
knife
you will
to
scare the
kill
cats
you.
the most.
And then a dragon would land on his head.
Thank you.
And then the deer would be would start running vertically into the sun.
I rang the bell.
And there'd be
but
a
the monk
spinning
at
hawk.
The door doesn't seem to want to show me in.
There are rules. Rules and traditions to respect here. Respect.
What rules? What traditions?
That some people are less worthy than others.
Wow,
Okay.
we're
So
not even
how does
doing
that monk up there make an
some
opinion
people
about
are more
my
equal than
worthiness by
others.
just looking at me?
No, it's about rules and traditions.
Not a question to ask, my sister.
You're telling me that I'm not worthy to enter your monastery?
I didn't say. No. I just wash dirty laundry, that's all.
I think they want us to think he's slightly
You
eccentric.
did say that. You implied I wasn't worthy.
Just a little bit.
Femina inconcessus.
I don't understand Latin.
Latin, like the birds. Erythacus rubecula, picus viridis, merula alba.
What is a Maria?
You gotta find Jessica Alba. Got it.
A rare bird. It can never be seen, as it is as white as snow. They say that when a man sees it, his mind
Did you know that Google just released a weird game?
grows and grows.
Well, I'll show you after we're done.
There seem to be a lot of birds around here.
Yes, yes, but the only one that interests me is the merula alba.
Okay, and this is the last
You
conversation.
speak Latin then?
Oh, monk's Latin, pigeon Latin.
You seem to know the Latin names of birds.
Well, he did say pigeons Latin. Ha! Get it? Birds.
Picus viridis?
Woodpecker.
How about Erythacus rubecula?
Robin redbreast.
And Merula alba?
White raven, my sister.
Femina inconcessus?
Women. Forbidden. No.
Right. I get it. Because I'm a woman, I'm forbidden access to the monastery. And now I understand.
That's the rule, sister. I can't change the rules.
Of course, brother. Women are the source of all sin. Isn't that so? I'm going now. I'll be back soon.
What?
She's like, yeah, I heard enough.
But
yeah, now that we have an idea of what he actually wants, which is birds, we can take advantage of him and also kill this fucking mosquito. Where did the fuck do they come from? The only place where we can reasonably get one. Oh, you mean the Google the Google startup page game?
Yeah.
With the Olympics. Yeah, I saw that. I've played a little bit of it. It's really cute.
Yeah, I just like the design.
Also, did you hear that like at the start, like when they were introducing all of the countries at the Olympics, they actually played a song from Nier soundtrack.
From what soundtrack?
Nier.
Oh, Nier. I did not hear that. I saw that they had Pokemon stuff going on.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean that makes sense because Pokemon is like, you know, universally one of the most successful franchises to have ever existed. But yeah, with Nier, it's just hilarious. It's just hilarious.
Well,
in my
Nier.
opinion.
I don't know that there's any Like, there's probably a half dozen songs off the Nier soundtrack that I liked better than any Pokemon song. So
Exactly. No, but what I mean is, it's funny that this franchise, which initially bombed so hard that it made the company that made it, go bankrupt, now has came back and is more successful than it could have ever been.
if you strike it down, they rise even more powerful.
Well, usually they don't, but this is the one case scenario where they did.
Colonel?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Miss Walker.
In about 10 minutes, I gotta go.
Yeah, it's that's actually exactly the amount of time we have
that would surprise
left
me.
on this.
Great.
They say the monks up there can patch a man up. At least people around here go up there sometimes.
Colonel, you don't have one of those whistles for making bird noises among your many treasures here, do you?
A bird call. Why, I sell them by the truckload during the hunting season. I've got a whole
Well, Final
collection
Fantasy and Dragon Quest and Monster Hunter makes a lot of sense because all of these franchises are super big.
Aha!
And, you know, Nier just like... It's... Like Monster Hunter has... Actually, that one is actually pretty fresh too, because the series have not been big until the third one came out on the Wii. That's actually what made it a mainstream what made it a mainstream game series. Like the ones prior to it were like, yeah, that's yeah, Monster Hunter, Freedom United, Monster Hunter 2. They are rough.
I just don't like any Monster Hunter.
I have never personally played them. My boyfriend.
That is also true. I have not played it. It's more from the watching. I don't like those things where you just like sit and wail on one thing for 5 hours and it doesn't like react to your hits and you don't really react to its. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a game where everything is a boss fight.
Yeah.
And that can work sometimes. I just never super found the concept super interesting. My boyfriend is way into it, but I never really wanted to play any of the Monster Hunter games.
It's also like a polish thing for me. Like, you got to have your character react to when they get hit, and you've got to have the things that you're hitting react to when they get hit. You know, like, otherwise it feels like you're just mashing a button and watching numbers, and that's all. You know.
Oh yeah, Monster Hunter Stories is actually the one that I wanted to play. It's basically kind of like Pokemon of Monster Hunter games. But it came out on the 3DS, and they're also made one for the Switch now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There you go.
We can try the different ones, but this is the right one.
Can you hear? Can you hear?
Oh my gosh.
Alba, it is calling to me. Calling to me.
Now we have to get a robe, and we have to stink like a peasant.
Yes, we have to take one of the robes. Not the one that he was cleaning, the one that he was already cleaned.
We've got the robe, we've got the stinky rag, so we smell like a peasant. Now we just need to be on fire.
Mm-hmm.
We have the gasoline.
That's good to hear. And you can see the little bush rustle as she was dressing up as a Dementor.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna pass off as a male monk who only does the chest day.
Yeah, you know, the Vin Diesel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is fine. Look, it looks exactly the same as the one that they had at the church in Valadi Lane.
Oh.
I guess those were mass-produced at some point.
Well, supposedly Hans went through all these places and built all the stuff for everyone.
Well, in case of the monastery, it would make a little bit less sense. But regardless, this is where we're gonna be stopping, and the next time we'll be taking off from the monastery and seeing how to, how to move forward.
I'm seeing that the monk is really the servant of one of the three evil things in eternal darkness.
I'm actually gonna turn anti-aliasing off because the frame rate is annoying me just the tiniest bit. And next time we're
Makes
just gonna
sense.
play it like that. It's not like it really matters for the gameplay because it's a point-and-click game, but I like the animations to run smoother. But yeah, this will be it for today, and thank you for hanging out with me.
Yeah, it was great. I'm always glad when we can spend some time. Like I said, I'm gone the next 2 weekends.
Yes, have fun.
But then I'll let you know. We'll make some plans and get back to the frozen wastes of robots and slime.
Yes. And eventually we're gonna have to suffer through the third game. Yay.
I mean, we started them now. We can't stop and not know what happens to Hans and Momo and the mammoths.
We'll get to it.
Alright.
So thank you, Silver, and whoever else tuned in for watching, and have a nice rest of the few hours of the weekend left.